it's MK, and I have just a slightly different video for you guys today. It is kind of like a life update. For one, I want to reveal my 500 subscriber winner, and I cannot believe that at the beginning of January, I barely had 500 subscribers, and now I'm almost ready to hit my 800 subscribers. So when I say that it's the 500 subscriber and everybody's like, well, that should have been like a long time ago, it wasn't. It was 3 weeks ago, honestly, and I am so excited, so stoked, so blessed. You guys are amazing. I love all your comments. I can't boast about you guys enough. I take them all out there. I tell my kids. I share them with my husband. You guys, this is the world to me, and your responses back and how you guys interact with me it just makes me cry. It really does, and I'm very grateful, and I don't know how to appreciate it enough. I do have a really awesome box going out to the winner, and in case you guys missed it, what I did was I made it unlisted, and I posted it either on my Facebook page, in all the Facebook groups, and on my Instagram. So wherever somebody follows me socially, that is how they've got access to my what is it called? To the video. So anyways, I also wanted to do, along with who the winner was, I wanted to do a life update and what I have been up to and show you all the things. So first of all, let's get down to business, because then that way, if you guys aren't interested in the rest of the video, I get it, I understand. Not a big deal. This is only here because these are page protectors and there's a huge glare, by the way, just to let you know. So who won the 500 subscriber? And I basically just took the comments. I had 162 comments, and I went to random.org, and then I went from the bottom up. So basically it was this number's comment is the winner, because all the comments at the top are the most recent comments, and so the way that I had it set up. And so the winner was actually Amy McKee. Congratulations, yay! I will send out your box actually today, which is February 1st. So I would send out your box, and I'm so excited for you, Amy. I really, really am. That is so awesome. Thank you so, so much, you guys. And then the next time I definitely will give a heads up, but I didn't even know. By the time that the video was posted, I think I was way past 500, and it just, you guys, I don't pay attention to numbers. I really don't. And so that was just phenomenal that I went, you know, from barely 300 to 500, and then so fast. It's almost at 8 now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? So anywho, I just don't I just don't know what to say, except for I truly appreciate you guys. And then I kind of wanted to share with you guys, after I, you know, like, whoop, to Amy, I really wanted to share with you guys, what do I do when I'm not recording videos for you guys? I hate selling myself, I really do, but that's exactly what this is. So if you want to shut off the video now, by all means, I understand. I get it. But I have been told through marketing that if you do not at least mention it once a day, then people forget about you and your product doesn't move. So I own an Etsy store. In case nobody knew, in case you guys are new to the channel and don't know, I started an Etsy store. It's not like, oh my gosh, she's been doing this. No, I haven't. I barely started an Etsy store, and the reasoning why I wanted to start an Etsy store is because I realize that my outlook on scrapbooking is slightly different than those that are on the product, or that are out there in, you know, like masses. And I felt like I wanted to put out my my outlook on scrapbooking and how I, you know, how I see things and whatnot. And so I started doing embellishments and making embellishments, and I wanted to show you guys a few of them here that are currently in the store. And I guess I could have taken them out of the packaging. These are ready to ship out, you guys. So this is just the February release. I do have a Christmas release that I did in mid-December. I have a few Christmas items still left. Now these hearts they're 4 inches wide and a little more than 1 inch, but they're sturdy. It's not like you're going to get them out of the bag and they're going to break in half. But I do have lots to choose from because, again, you never know what style suits anybody. And yeah, so this one's my favorite, especially with a couple of the music stuff going on. I call this one Soundwave because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a music heartbeat. And then I basically here's another one. Oh, I picked up 2. Oh. And there's another one. So all of these things, I just felt like I needed to do for myself. It is a very small store. I don't plan on, like producing paper and, I don't plan on getting big. I really don't. I just want to express my style of scrapbooking. Here's 6 tokens. These are my favorites. This is really what I wanted to do, was the tokens, and just come up with a whole bunch of different tokens that I can create. This one is more on the I love you side, and then I have a bunch of teenagers in my house, and this is kind of what I get on a daily basis. So I made one for teenagers. So yeah, that was fun. And then of course I do know I forgot about these. Shh. So I also created the word love, and then I made it in 2 different ways because of the fact that if somebody doesn't want this ginormous, it's not ginormous, it's 1.5 by, I think, less than 4, 3 3/8 or something like that. But if somebody didn't want or didn't have room for this, then they had it individually and can spread it across the page or have it go up and down the page, and be unique instead of, oh, I'm stuck with just this. So that's one of the things that that I wanted to do. I also have these 2 embellishments available for those that don't like the bulk in their albums. So I've got them in paper as well. And then the same with some of the hearts. Now I didn't do all of them, especially like the Soundwave, but these are 8 inches in width and only about 2 inches roughly. And again, I did not do every single heart. For one, my machine would not have done the Soundwave very well. Well, I guess I could have tried it. Give it some credit, right? So I have that, and then here's the open front and center heart. So I just wanted to be different. Now these they don't have to be used for just Valentine's. They can be used for the love of anything, for the love of, I don't have the one. This one also comes in paper. The double comes in paper, and the love one comes in paper. See, this is why I'm not a good seller, because I don't have my act together. So this one also comes in paper. And the reason why I did it is because I know that some people do not like bulk in their albums, and I get that. I completely get that. And I wanted that to be available. There are some people that, go, oh, I don't want that because that'll put too much bulk in my album. And so where I can, I try to create, it in paper form for those. I also dabble a little bit in chipboard. I'm still working on the chipboard. completely 110% happy. I also wanted to show you guys, coming up here pretty soon, I'm going to have little tiny embellishment kits to start just to see how they do in the store. So here is one that's a little ice cream theme, and you get 3 little ice creams that were all handmade by me. So, and then kind of like title cards and a journaling card. So if you wanted to do a double page layout, or if you wanted to do them in, you know, like separate, all different separate layouts, then definitely. But you've got 3 little embellishments and then a title card and a journal card that will all be sold as a set. And then I have this one right here that will be sold as a set. Now, unfortunately, there's only one of these because I just played with my scraps. I got done with my scrap video and I wasn't done playing with my scraps, if that makes any sense. There's not enough room on this page. So I just played and played and played, you guys. Seriously. Okay. And so all of these little embellishments will be up in the store soon. But I just took scraps here and there and made, I can't say small embellishments, they're pretty big. Some of them have flair on them. Some of them have paper flowers on them, or a butterfly. Yeah. So there's that. And then I also have workshops on my Facebook page. I do a monthly workshop. Now, I have had a bunch of negative responses to my workshop, and I feel like there's a miscommunication. So I kind of want to show you guys, let me move this out of the way real quick. So I kind of wanted to show you guys what we did in December and what we did in January. Now, I just started these workshops way back in October. And what it is a lot of work goes into these workshops. Does it have to? No. But I also want to share how to make fast pages and use up your stash. You don't have to buy any product to have these workshops. It's to use up your stash and help you make fast pages and a lot of pages, or help you prep for a retreat. That is exactly what these are for. Also, too, there is just a one-time fee for each month. So what does that mean? And it's kind of hard to explain, but what that means basically is that if you wanted to sign up for, say, February's workshop, which is, oh, it starts today. Actually, it starts Friday. They all start on Fridays. If you wanted to do February's workshop, you pay the $35 and that's it. And then you'll get this February and next February and next February and next February and next February. And the best part about this is that it is a revolving workshop, but you only sign up for the months that you know you're not busy in. So like if you know you're busy all summer long, then don't do June, July, and August. You know, just don't do those months because you know that you're never going to get around to doing those months. But if you aren't busy in the fall, then sign up for September, October, November. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Because of the fact that a lot of work went into these, that is why I have that one-time fee per month. And when I say per month, I don't want you to think that you're going to continuously get feed. Once you're in the group, you're in the group. You don't have to pay again. It is just a one-time thing. Again, it's through my Etsy store. You walk in, you go, oh, there's January's. You pay the one-time fee, and you're in for January. And you get to go all the way back to the first January's, which was just last month, and see which one it is. And then you get next January's workshop and get to participate in it. I try to do live videos, not live on Facebook, but real-time videos. But my problem is I stop talking when I scrapbook. And so it's kind of like dead air all the way through when I'm trying to do something. But I wanted to make it as real time as possible. And the more that these workshops grow, the more I want to do like Zoom with you guys and do live scrap, like, what are they called? Like scrap sessions, you know, like, hey, I'm free at this time, or I'm free at this time for different time zones, and get it out there. But because of all the work that has gone into these, there is that one-time fee. That's all it is just a one-time help support, keep it open type thing fee. And I love to do this, and I love to show you guys how to make your product work for you. And I absolutely love the results that I get. This is 2 months worth of scrapbooking right here. And I just did two workshops. I got December's that I want to show you and January's that I want to show you. And then I did a review for, I believe, November's, and that I took it down because of all the negativity that I got from it. And that's not what I wanted. That wasn't the purpose. The purpose is if I don't keep talking about it, people are going to forget it. So I wanted to show you guys, what we did in December and what we did in January, and kind of give you a little hint of what we're going to do for February, if you guys are interested. Like I said, you sign up one time and you're in for life. It is not every February you're going to get charged. You go into the Etsy store, you pick which month that you are interested in, and then you get access into the Facebook group, and that's it. That is all that it is to it. And everyone has fun, everyone enjoys, and it's a different outlook on how to use your stash is basically what it is. So here is what we did in December. Now, the focus for our scraps, basically, okay, let me start here. What we did was we take a cutting guide and we pick our papers off of the cutting guide. The cutting guide tells us we need 12 pieces of paper. The cutting guide tells us we need small print, large print, a wood grain, things like that. We go from there. And then we take our papers and we cut them. We cut these pieces of paper to, to the size that the cutting guide says. And we build our kits off of that. Okay, so again, I cut all of my papers. Okay, and I built my kit. Whoop, not that one. Sorry. This one was an extra layout. I apologize about that. So I'm just going to skip over to this one. And we cut our papers. We picked our papers. This one was based off of a subscription kit. So basically, I subscribe to a monthly kit club, which is called the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. And I took their collection, actually I took 2 of their kits, and I combined them into one to create this particular set of layouts. Whoops. And so the main 12 by 12 pages are what we created. All right? And we cut our pieces, we sort our pieces, and from there we're ready to go to crops. We are, ready to do a bulk layout session. We are just ready to get things scrapped. And I mean, I'm keeping going, you guys. This is everything that we have done. All the layouts that we have created. Did I show you guys this one? Okay, all the layouts that we have created during this one session. Do I have one more? Nope, that was it. That was it for January. Or December, I'm sorry, December. So then, basically what I did was I took my scraps and my main focus was pocket pages for December. I go through and I talk about all the different brands of pocket pages, all the different styles of pocket pages, all the different ways that you can embellish pocket pages. And then I know I have another pocket page here somewheres. So how to take a pocket page and make it work for your album. Talk about that. Okay. Talk about how to get all of the pockets to look uniformed. Okay. And then we talked about filling in dead space on the layouts and adding interest to the pockets. Not layouts, pockets. Okay. So basically, not only do we get the cutting guide and doing all of these layouts, but we also use our scraps, or I use my scraps, and show you guys how I used those same exact scraps that you would have, but you would have a different paper collection. You would have something different. Just because I did Christmas in December does not mean you guys needed to do Christmas in December. You do what you want to do, right? So now I want to show you guys January's, because January's, you know, like I said, it's not winter. It is not going to be a winter, because that is what, you know, kind of like everybody sees January. It's still kind of snowing. It's still like renewal type stuff, right? But I didn't want to do that. I actually have an assignment here. Someone has asked me to do a scrapbook for them, and I thought this is a perfect way to do a scrapbook and show everyone how to do it. Ignore my sticky notes. I just don't want to get their photos out of order. That is my thing. So in January, again, we did the exact same thing. We took our cutting guide, we cut our papers out, we built the kit around the cut papers, and you know, and then we chose our photos and we put our layouts together. So that is exactly how you know, how we did it. Now the cutting guides are based off of a sketch that you know, I got from gosh knows where, you guys. Some of them are my own sketches, some of them are altered page map sketches, some of them are anywhere. I don't show the sketches because they're not mine to show. What is mine is the cutting guide that I created for getting all of those cuts on a very minimal amount of paper. And so basically what it is I don't show the sketch, but I show not alterations, but different ways that you can manipulate this paper to work for many different ways of photos that you might have. So there's that one. I take all of these, like say you don't have 4x6 photos, and I manipulate them to where you might have some other different kinds of photos. I do all different kinds of, you know, of ways, even though we only had this piece and these two pieces, because this one we had to faux make it look like it's one piece. So it's actually these three pieces. Didn't have anything else. And I show how you can make this page work for a single page instead of a double page. They're not all double pages. That is for sure. These ones happen to be because they are you know, a lot of traveling photos, and so they are definitely a lot of oh, it's a flag. I keep wiping that off. It's a flag. They're definitely a lot of scenery photos and things like that, and so they belong on 2-page layouts, but not all of them are for 2-page layouts. Like here is a single page that I created, like so. And like I said, ignore the little sticky notes. I just don't want to get the layouts out of order. Here is another single page. And yes, the sketches are based off of 2-page layouts, but they don't have to be 2-page layouts. They definitely can be broken into 1-page layouts. And I show how, you know, how you can do that. And in a separate post per layout, I give all these ideas. And then, you know, I talk about how I put all of these layouts together. I talk about how, you know, how my brain works and all the different choices that are available. So I go through each choice using the photos that I picked out, or trying to choose my photos. I go through each choice. And it's all different because it's based off of the papers that you picked. Now, I picked traveling papers because that's what I'm working on, is this travel album for a customer. And I definitely, don't expect everyone else to, okay, well, let's do travel pages. Now, there are some people that do. They want to do travel pages just like I do. To try and make it easier for them. But then when we revisit this back again in next January, I probably won't be doing travel pages. I will definitely be doing something different. So anyways, I just wanted to share with you guys, long story short, what I have been doing and what I do off of camera and while I am not on YouTube or doing lives for Facebook groups. I definitely wanted to show you guys what it is that I do. Now, this is and was my very first love. I did this all the way back in 2009. I have been creating these cutting guides. I have 3 of these books right here, just full of all of my sketches and all of my cutting guides, everything that I do. I have 3 of these albums, and I've just been, this is how I stayed focused on my scrapbooking for the longest of time. I was so OCD about scrapbooking way back then, especially when where I live, it was hard to get paper. And this was way back before the online scrapbooking stores and the YouTube. And I mean, it's just, it was pre all of this digital stuff. And I don't want to say digital because I don't use digital scrapbooking, but all of the inner workings of the mail system. And so this is how I made my product work for me, and how I was so focused on using every piece of paper, and especially my scraps, because of these cutting guides and how I was able to get the most out of my paper. And be able to use what I had, because I knew that the closest Michaels, the closest Joanne at the time, the closest anything. I didn't even know about Hobby Lobby until 2017 was my first Hobby Lobby trip. Never knew about it ever. But the closest Michaels and Joanne is 4.5 hours away. And so it's like, I don't get to them very often. I had to make do with what I had. And like I said, the online scrapbooking stores, I didn't know how to find any of them. I didn't have a clue where to look, where to go, what to do, any of that stuff. I joined Close to My Heart. Close to My Heart kind of sort of started doing this exact same thing, only it was a cutting guide for just one piece of paper. And so I took that and adapted it to what I wanted. So instead of just doing not one piece of paper, instead of just doing one layout and cutting into it and then having all these scraps, I wanted to do multiple layouts. I wanted to be able to get a bulk amount of layouts finished and completed using this type of system. And so that is exactly what I have been doing, and I've been doing this since 2009, and thanks to my local customers that I used to have before I went online, they've helped me make this to where I could share it with everyone. And so anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. I just wanted to try and make sure that there was an understanding of what these workshops are about and what the fee was for, all that stuff. It's not something that I can create overnight and it be done. It's time consuming and it's brain power, and a lot of work goes into this book. A lot of heart goes into this book, and my other books that I have over there. This one is just the one that's not. It still has empty pages, and so that's why I'm still fiddling with this one, and deciding what next color I want for my next album, or my next book. Anyways, I just wanted to do that. So far, each month I've tried to focus on different types of kits. Like I said, I wanted to show you guys what we were going to focus on in February. Oh, it's right here. Is these types of kits right here. I kind of took this one out of its packaging. But something like this. Now this one is not the one I'm going to be using, but I know that these are all, sorry about the glare, these are all available at big box stores, or you've gotten them for, you know, a Christmas gift from a family member that, you know, just thought, oh, those are pretty colors, you know, things like that. So we all have these ready-made craft kits, and I wanted to show how to take this one kit, add a few pieces of cardstock, maybe some more like ribbon and washi. That is definitely something that I'm trying to throw into every single one of these workshops, is ribbon and washi, because I need to reduce my stash like big time. But it is taking a paper kit like this, using one of my cutting guides and cutting it up to make X amount of layouts. I think this one is, for February, I believe this one is going to be six layouts, and they're double pages. So if you take those double pages and turn them into individual pages, that's 12 layouts that we will be making for the February workshop. And again, it's $35, and you're in there every February. So if you join one time, then I'll see you next February. And it's just, I enjoy doing this, you guys. I enjoy showing you guys my process and how to do this. I am still working on, you know, the real-time videos and me not talking and not knowing what to do. They are a little rough still, but I'm working on it. I need more feedback to make them better, kind of like what I did with my YouTube. I got lots of feedback and made it all better for, you know, for the viewers and how you guys wanted to see it. But anyways, that is what I'm up to. That is what we are doing. And I just wanted to put it out there. Negative or not, I need to put it out there. I need to mention it every day. I need to, I need to keep it in everybody's brain. And that is what I have been told is good marketing. So if you guys get tired of it, I get it. Just let me know, and I'll back off and not do it every day. But I definitely wanted to share with you guys what I do off camera and outside of YouTube. I also wanted to give a huge shout out again to Amy for being the winner. This would not be possible without you guys. Honestly, it would not. And I really appreciate you guys listening to me today. I know it's rough just sitting here staring at a screen and listening to somebody, but I appreciate it a lot. And I will see you guys tomorrow for, what is it? Take out your tools. What are we going to play with? I don't know. Let's find out.